Hello, welcome to what I am tentatively calling MTG Valkyrie Drafts. I am Morgan, aka MTG Valkyrie, and if you have any suggestions for another name for this program, please let me know. But we are going to start this ranked draft War of the Spark. Let's go. So, our rare is Tomic Distinguished Advocist, which is a 2/3 flyer for 2, which is great. White, not great. Um, got Jiang Yang Wildcrafter, which is a great planeswalker, as well as Mowu, Yang Yu's loyal companion. There is a Trusted Pegasus in this pack as well, and I guess Raging Crunch and Honor of the God Pharaoh, which are both like iffy to me. I think I'm just gonna take Yang Yu. Ooh, hello. Well, if I had taken Topic, I would have happily taken this Loud Rune Enforcer, but fortunately for us, I took Yang Yu, so we get to take Vraska Swarm's Eminence. I love Vraska as a planeswalker. It's very versatile, and not only does proliferating reward you, and same with Yang Yu, but proliferating not only rewards you by giving Vraska more loyalty, but it also lets you proliferate the counters on your creatures that are there because of Vraska. Here, it's between Cron Strangler, Snare Spinner, and Crawl Stinger. And Crawl Stinger is sweet with Vraska because Vraska's ability is whenever a creature you control Death Touch deals damage to a player, he gets a +1/+1 counter. Crawl Stinger has Death Touch. I think I am going to take the Snare Spinner though, because in a deck with a lot of Planeswalkers, I want a lot of low drops. And here, there are no green cards that I want to take. These are both cards that never have made my deck before. I could take Loud Rune Enforcer, Divine Arrow, um, Rubble Belt Rioters, and they're all pretty good. I think what I want to do is take either Divine Arrow or Loud Rune Enforcer, and it's probably just Loud Rune Enforcer. I really like this card a lot, and I think it's very useful. Here, I could take Courage and Crisis, Vivian's Grizzly, Saheeli Silverwing. I'm going to take one of these 3-drops, and I think it's just Courage and Crisis because the Proliferate is so valuable in this deck already. Here, we're taking a reason that we take all these low drops, which is New Horizons. There's not a lot else in this pack for us. I will take a Rising Populace now, and Battlefield Promotion and Teo's Light Shield are both pretty nice because they give you something to proliferate. I think I take the Trick, though, and I'll take a Defiant Strike, put it in my sideboard. I'm probably not going to take it, or play it, rather. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll take this God Pharaoh statue for the Vault Progress. Arboreal Grazer might actually make the deck. Probably not 2 of them, but the first one might, just because if I'm playing white-green, I want to be able to proliferate a lot. However, there's a Merfolk Skydiver in this pack. There's also a Challenger Troll. I think I'm going to gamble on this Merfolk Skydiver though, because the payoff is so good. However, I think I still take the Wanderer's Strike because neither of these blue cards is any good. We already have a Courage and Crisis, and I'm probably not playing the Steady Aim. Force Creature is also fine. It's another 2-drop for New Horizons. Interesting pack. Ugin's Conjurant is great if it's in wherever on your curve. There's also Mowu Loyal Companion, which is sweet with Yang Yu. And we have a couple of ways to put counters on creatures already. And Mowu just gets very big when you do that. I think I'm going to take it, especially since I have stuff like Battlefield Promotion or Merfolk Skydiver. Doesn't really matter which. And here, there's another Courage and Crisis. There's a Trusted Pegasus and a Desperate and a Snare Spinner. And at first, I was going to take the Snare Spinner because it's a 2-drop. But I think I'm going to take the Trusted Pegasus, even though we have a bunch of 3s, because this card is just so good. Here I'm going to take a Murder for the Cause. It's a 2-drop that proliferates. This did not pay off. This is interesting. I think I take the first Charm Stray. And I could take Pollen Bright Druid, but I think I'm going to take the second Charm Stray. I really like Charm Stray, probably too much. We'll take Rowboat Riders for the Vault Progress. We wield Vivian's Grizzly, which is great. I love this card. We also wield War Screecher, also great. I'm not super happy about playing white, but if I get, for example, Grateful Apparition, then I'm a lot happier. There is Tamiyo, which I don't think I want to splash in this deck, but there's also Pledge of Unity, which puts a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and you gain 1 life for each creature you control, which is perfect for this deck. Also, did you guys know this card was an instant? The only time I've played it, I cast it as a sorcery because I did not realize that. So here we have Divine Arrow or Band Together, and I think I just take Divine Arrow because a lot of my creatures are pretty small on their own. Here, I guess I take a second Murder for the Cause. At this point, I'm just taking it because it's a 2-drop. For this deck, Pollen Bright Druid's better than Martyr for the Cause. Here, I could take another New Horizons, but I'd much rather have a Thundering Ceratok. Our hope is to make our creatures huge, so having a way to give them trample is great. I'm going to take Storm the Citadel. I don't think I play it, especially since it doesn't give trample. Here, I'm going to take a Bond of Flourishing. I'm not sure if I'm going to play it, but I'm not going to play anything else. Here, I am going to take the Saheeli Silverwing because I don't have any flyers in this deck right now. I'm not playing any of those cards. Not playing any of those cards. Guess I take a second Vivian's Grizzly. I'm probably not playing it. Bulwark Giant, also probably not playing it. So our deck is almost just together at this point, which is great. Let's see what we got. So this is pretty much what I want out of a green-white deck. I have 2 Charm Strays, which isn't ideal, but we have enough +1/+1 counter matters that I think I'm going to continue to play those 2 Charmed Strays. The question is, do I want all these 2-drops? Do I want Rising Populace? Do I want Vivian's Grizzly? I think the answer to do I want Vivian's Grizzly is yes, because there's only a few spells in my deck, and Vivian's Grizzly is great. I think I'm cutting the Bond of Flourishing because I don't have that many high value permanents I want to find. Like I have Yangyu, I have Vraska, and I guess Thundering Ceratok if I'm looking for a finisher, but that's about it. I think I cut just maybe a Martyr for the Cause. Maybe. How many creatures am I running in this deck? It's like that one. 15. Plus Vraska. I'm not sure how good Rising Populace is going to be because I want to attack with it. So I think I'm going to cut it because, honestly, I'd rather have 2/2s for 2 rather than 2/2s for 3 because I have Yangyu. So this is what my deck looks like, and I have 1 double green spell, so I guess I'm going to keep it at 9/8. This is interesting because I rarely play green-white, and the reasons that I will do it are basically because I have this kind of low to the ground counters proliferate deck, or because one time I got passed in a Johnny after first picking Anissa. So, hey, check it out! Vault Progress complete. I'm not sure if this is going to bug me enough for me to open it or not. Anyway, I will see you guys in round 1. We are playing ranked, which means it is best of 1, which means that our sideboard doesn't matter. So if I said anything was quote unquote for the sideboard, I was either being glib or just saying it out of habit. Okay, I'll keep this. We have a 1 and a 2 drop, and then some of our top end. I would love to draw like a Courage in Crisis, something to put counters on things. I would also love to draw a second Charmed Stray. Against black, there's a 50-50 chance they just have a Lazotep Reaver on turn 2, and we can't do anything about it. Oh, awesome. I think I play the War Screecher because there's a chance they just like toll and I can no longer attack on the ground. Or they play a 2-1. Perfect. All right, we drew Courage in Crisis, which is great. I'm not sure whether I want to play it yet because Proliferate is so much more valuable when there's more than just one +1/+1 counter. Huh. I think I'm going to attack with Charm Stray and then play Martyr for the cause. I'm not going to attack with War Screecher because if I'm not playing Courage in Crisis, I don't want to trade 1 damage for 2 damage. And we'll tap like we know what we're doing. We gotta hold up this giant growth for all that we're worth. Additionally, I don't have enough information to know what creature is best suited for getting in on the ground. For example, now I can't really attack with this Charm Stray. However, I can Courage in Crisis onto my War Screecher. And I guess no attacks, which is a little awkward, but next turn we can Wander, strike away the Thunder Drake, and proliferate onto the War Screecher and be cool. Well, cool. I think maybe proliferating onto the War Screecher wasn't a great idea just because the activated ability probably will come up at some point. But now it's out of Ob Nixilis's cruelty range, so that's pretty good. Do I want to trade 4 damage for 4 damage? Potentially 5. I think I do. I think we're racing at this point. Like, now that if I attack and they attack back, and then I can play Thundering Zeratok and attack with my guys, perfect. Ooh. Well, I guess we're not attacking on the ground. But Tidebearer Giant is pretty fine because we have this Thundering Zeratok. Perfect. Okay. Well, I guess not perfect necessarily, but pretty good. Now that we have +1/+1 counters on one of our creatures, this Courage in Crisis is going to give us 2 counters rather than just 1. We're going to attack with this War Screecher, hit their face. We can put Courage in Crisis counters on the Thundering Zeratok, hopefully. This isn't probably a great matchup for us, just because opponent could have things like Callous Dismissal or Spark Harvest. That's neither of those cards. Another Shriek Diver. Cool. So they have 7 power, which means that... Ooh. Okay. Well, I was going to Courage in Crisis onto the Thundering Zeratok, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to play Movu. which is a huge threat because if we Courage and Crisis onto it, it becomes a 7/7, which is pretty good. And then once we do that, we can start attacking with it with the War Screecher activation up. Opponent is not casting a spell. Well, so I'm going to Courage and Crisis, put the counter on Mowu, Proliferate, and then I'm going to attack with Martyr for the Cause, which is more a free attack than anything else, because if it dies, then Mowu becomes a 9/9, and War Screecher becomes a 6/8, which can then attack through Thunderstrike, Shriek Diver, and Shriek Diver. So this is more see what they're about. Maybe they have an Ob Nixilis' Cruelty that they're going to use on my Martyr for the Cause, which would be hilarious. Alright. They're letting us proliferate. Interesting. This Charm Spray is not very good right now, you guys, but that's okay. What I'm probably going to do is attack with maybe Mo and Thundering Ceratok. They have a Spark Harvest. Calling it right now. Soren's Thirst. Okay, well, they gained some life. They might have another spell. No, they didn't. Okay. So now I'm just going to attack with War Screecher and Mowu because they can't. They can put a bunch of creatures in front of Mowu, which is fine. Getting them out of the way is okay. And then after that, we can start attacking him with Thundering Ceratok. Opponent appears to be okay. Just chump blocking with Shriek Diver, which is great because we have 2 tramplers. And opponent is at 2, so if they don't have any plays next turn, we can actually just attack with Thundering Ceratok and Mowu and then activate War Screecher. And doing that, they won't be able to block effectively. We did it! We won that round. Awesome. I'll see you guys for game 2. Oh no, I forgot about these. I'm gonna have these 2 blue and red spell quests forever. Game 2, let go. Well, this hand isn't great, but I think I'm going to keep it because 1 planes makes Martyr of the Cause on turn 2 happen. Otherwise, any land gets us Mowu and Vraska. Alright, well, planes on turn 3 is still pretty good because it allows us to play Trusted Pegasus. Opponent did not cast any spells. We are going to play a Vivian's Grizzly. Opponent did not play any lands either, so that's cool. Alright, opponent has their 3rd land. Toll of the Invasion. Well, this is fine because if we don't draw a land next turn, or the turn after, we don't have to discard or cast Courage and Crisis. I wonder what our opponent is going to take, because Vraska. Okay. Alright, so we are going to attack with this Vivian's Grizzly and play Mowu. My hope is that we have the lands to maybe Battlefield Promotion onto Vivian's Grizzly. Okay, Crawl Stinger, maybe not. I hope we will have a plains for this Trusted Pegasus. Well, we did not. I don't really want to cast Courage in Crisis right now. So I think I'm just going to attack with the Vivian's Grizzly. They might block with Crawl Stinger. They might not. And we are just going to activate Vivian's Grizzly, even though it might mean we like bottom up planes. Because I don't really feel like casting these into a Death Touch creature because we don't really have a way to remove it other than eventually drawing a planes for battlefield promotion. Take action. Sure, I'll take a white creature. Can't do anything about it. Snare Spinner. So here I'm going to Courage and Crisis onto Vivian's Grizzly so that I can block the Herald of the Dread Horde. I could have done it on Mowu as well, I suppose, but I guess the plan was to do it next turn. That was probably the wrong order to do things in. Okay, that does not bother me. I'd love to draw planes. They know about the battlefield promotion, which makes it like super awkward, but at the same time, okay, opponent has a lot of creatures. Okay, well, I will play Snare Spinner, which can block a lot of their creatures. And I'm going to play the second Courage and Crisis onto Mowu. Make our creatures just irreconcilably huge. No attacks. This Crawl Stinger is such a pain. But at the same time, once we draw planes, I think we're pretty much good to go. Spark Harvest is fine. We still have another big person. That's not great. I think we play it out anyway. I think we... Do we activate Vivian's Grizzly now? Yes, because our opponent knows exactly what's in her hand, so it doesn't really matter. No! Okay, well, that's fine. We have a bunch of planes in our deck, so... We could have drawn, like, a Pollenbright Druid, for example. And they're probably going to proliferate. Yes, they did that. Lazotep Behemoth. It's not something we're super worried about. Thanks, Vivian's Grizzly. No blocks. Well, I guess I activate Vivian's Grizzly again. If I hit another planes, I'll be sad. That's okay. No attacks. Okay, Bond of Flourishing. Another Lazotep Behemoth. Gross. So, at this point, not drawing a planes is a pretty bad look for us. Yes, okay. Here, I'm definitely going to play this Trusted Pegasus. And pass the turn. Because it just gives our opponent to draw into, for example, more Spark Harvests, or some sort of combat trick that allows them to race us. Iron Bully, you got it. Why are they putting this counter? And the Herald, sure. I'll take 6. This is fine. I would love to draw another planes next turn so I could play Martyr and hold up battlefield promotion. I'm still not blocking. I'm not sure if I can actually attack next turn. Take action. Perfect. Okay, so I have enough mana to play Jiang. I'll put a +1/+1 counter on, I guess, Trusted Pegasus. I can play Martyr for the Cause. I can play Pollenbright Druid and Proliferate. And that's going to make my Vivian's Grizzly big enough to block their Herald. And then I'm going to pass the turn. Holding up Battlefield Promotion. And they have their Vivian's Grizzly activations online too. They have a bunch of mana that they can do that with. This Martyr for the Cause is definitely going under this Crawl Stinger bus. Not even close. Vraska, sure. The nice thing about the Assassins is we have a bunch of 1/1s, so they don't matter that much either. I think the most important part of having Yangyu is the ability to have more white sources. So I'm going to play Charmed Stray. And then I think I'm going to put my +1/+1 counter on Snare Spinner. I think I'm going to activate Vivian's Grizzly as well. I will take that action for sure. I'll play another Martyr for the Cause. And then I'm going to hit Vraska with my Pegasus. I'm not going to attack with anything else because our opponent still has a ton of creatures. Battlefield Promotion gains us 2 life, which isn't a lot. Enter. And opponent can start sacrificing their bad cards like Pollenbright Druid with Spark Reaper. They could have sacrificed Vraska to Spark Reaper, now that I'm thinking about it. But they did not. Conveniently, if our opponent does not make us cast Battlefield Promotion by attacking in an inconvenient way, we do have enough mana to activate Vivian's Grizzly again. Thanks, Yangyu. Alright, they missed with Vivian's Grizzly. Storev, Devkar, and Red Lich. Okay, that's a 5/4. We aren't afraid of no 5/4s. I do want to start attacking with maybe Trusted Pegasus and a 2/2 Charmed Stray. Something like that. I'm gonna activate this. Then I'll take that action. I will play this. I will activate this again. 3, 4. Just to see what I hit. We have a lot of hits in this deck. Ooh, yes. Alright. Perfect. So I'm gonna play this Charmed Stray. Put +1/+1 counter on my Charmed Stray. I think I'm just gonna put a second counter on that Charmed Stray. Play Snare Spinner. And attack with this guy and this guy. We're gonna give that cat flying. And Battlefield Promotion technically only costs 1 right now. Because if we put a promotion counter on one of our creatures, then we get to tap it for mana, which is pretty sweet. Except for if we put it on Charm Stray, then we don't. Or Snare Spinner. If we put it on Snare Spinner, we don't either. We've been drawing so many cards off of this Vivian's Grizzly. Oh, that's sweet. Except for that time that we hit a Plains and we had to put it on the bottom of our library. And Pledge of Unity. Okay. Opponent decided that math is in fact for blockers. So I guess we go to blocks. So block there. We're at 11. We're technically at 13. We have that going for us. Hmm. So I think we're going to switch these around. So this goes here, and this goes here. And then block before damage. I think we cast Battlefield Promotion on this Charm Stray. We don't get to activate Grizzly, but I think that's fine. We gain some life. And we get to proliferate twice. And our opponent has no more creatures. Wow, this deck is sweet. Yeah, this card is summoning 6, so we can't use it to tap it for mana, but that's okay. So opponent is now, I think they probably should have used their Spark Reaper earlier. Opponent clearly has not used Spark Reaper nearly enough. Okay, so they're using Spark Reaper to sacrifice Herald of the Dread Horde to get a zombie army, which makes sense. They should have used it to sacrifice at least their Vraska token. But we got there! Victory! This deck is so cool. I drafted with one of my friends last night via Discord, and we had an extremely low to the ground blue-green proliferate deck and an extremely low to the ground blue-red spells deck, and I think that I'm going to switch these sleeves because they bother me. I think that having a low to the ground anything deck is just where I want to be in this format right now. Although, don't get me wrong, I love me a good blue black 8 the Fallen deck too. Yeah, I'll keep this. It's got the combo of Yangyu and Goromolu. It's got both of our colors, although we can't cast Vraska quite yet. Although Yangyu also fixes our mana, which is great. That card's sweet right now, although we don't have a lot of creatures yet. We attack with our Charm Stray. First Blood, and we gain some life. Opponent's on 3 colors. Interesting. Well, we drew the land for Vraska. I think I'm gonna play Yangyu because we can put the counter on Charm Stray, and then Charm Stray can defend Yangyu. And then we can play Mowu next turn, assuming it doesn't get no escaped. And alright, so this Mowu's like 100% going to get no escapes? Probably. I think I cast Charm Stray first to bait the counter spell. And then if they don't counter it, I think I just pass. And hold up Pledge of Unity, because it can. because there's no real reason to play into a counterspell, which our opponent played Spellkeeper Weird on turn 3 and then didn't do anything on turn 4. So Ashiok Skulker, okay. Kind of makes me regret not using the last Yang Yu, but we're just gonna go to my turn, play our Loyal Companion, and put a counter on him. And we will no attacks. Unfortunately, we can't tap Mo'u to cast Pledge of Unity yet, but we will be able to. Opponent has to sink 4 mana into killing Yang Yu if they want to. No! My puppy! Boo. So disappointed. Well, now they can just attack and kill Yang Yu. Do I block with Charmed Stray? I think I do. I think I want the big Mo'u more. Definitely want the big Mo'u more. Oh no! We played into No Escape this time. Gosh darn it. Well, that's cool. I could like hold up Pledge of Unity or whatever, but I think I'm just going to put a counter on there and attack with it. So this is real bad because it means that Spellkeeper Weird can now just hold up. Oh, okay. We're less worried about it now. Okay, I'm gonna play War Screecher. I'm going to attack with the cat and hold up Pledge of Unity. Because if they double block, then we can cast Pledge of Unity. And if they don't, I think I just play Vraska. And make a token. It's not super great, but it's what we got. Like they just get to Sunblade Angel it down, but that's okay. This Pledge of Unity might end up being a sorcery Kasmina. Okay. Because then I can Courage in Crisis as well. Soul Diviner, okay. Yes, it definitely is now, because I want to be able to Courage in Crisis next turn as well. Alright, Courage in Crisis. We're going to put a counter on the Assassin. And I think we attack with the Assassin. I think... Well, do we? Do we? Is the big question. Yeah, I think so, because their blocks aren't ideal. And I think we attack. We can attack Kasmina. They have to at least double block it. And if they double block it, they get rid of their Soul Diviner, which is like a pretty sweet card. And if they get rid of their Soul Diviner, and if they double block it, then it clears some space for this Charmed Stray to get through. Alright, they are chump blocking it. Great. We're hoping that they don't have any more callous dismissals. They had a guild globe. Oh, of course they have another callous dismissal. They drew a card with Soul Diviner. Oh, no, I wanted that. Stop it. Alright, knowing that they have another callous dismissal makes me want to get a lot more aggressive with my creatures. Especially after drawing that. Hell yeah. I think we know attacks with this guy and make them do a lot more math. Gideon's Triumph. Well. Gosh darn it. I would normally want to keep the Death Toucher with the Battlefield promotion, but I think we sacrifice it. The lifelink is a little bit better, and we get the creature back if they callous dismissal it. Okay, so they just put enough creatures in front of it to kill it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it be like that. Do I just activate War Screecher? Yeah, I think so. Well, then I take 3 from that and another 6, 9. Yeah, I think I just activate War Screecher though, because it keeps the Battlefield promotion in my hand and like lets them know, lets them not know what's up. And it doesn't, playing Battlefield promotion doesn't kill anything. Kior's Dambreaker is fine. Wow, they're not attacking with anything else, huh? Ooh, Divine Arrow is great too. And I definitely wanted to kill the Spellkeeper Weird because they have a lot of great instants and sorceries in their deck right now. Definitely attacking with Charm Stray between Battlefield Promotion and Divine Arrow. I'm going to be able to take out their Kior's Dambreaker on first strike damage. So we're going to done. I think what we're going to do is we're going to Battlefield Promotion this Charm Stray. And then do we want to get rid of the Ashiok Skulker as well, is the question. So we're not going to be able to hold up War Screecher as well. We're just getting rid of all their creatures. And we're at 40 life, so I'm pretty happy. Although they are drawing cards off of Soul Diviner. They're at 19 cards, we're at 23. Even Eternal, that's fine. They get another Chump Blocker, Naga Eternal. Okay, so I could play Pollen Bright Druid and proliferate. That means they couldn't block with these guys, all 3 of these guys. Otherwise, I could just attack with Charmed Stray, and that does the exact same thing if I tap War Screecher. Well, I think I'm just going to attack with Charmed Stray. Again, it's a matter of not wasting cards. And here, because they're blocking with 8 power but only 7 toughness, we can just let this trade happen. And we're getting rid of 3 of their creatures. And I think, do I hold on to this Pollen Bright Druid? I think I play it and put the +1/+1 counter on Pollen Bright Druid, actually. Because you're putting a +1/+1 counter on a creature regardless. But this way, if we draw another Proliferate card, for example, we can just Proliferate onto both. Alright, Vivian's Grizzly was a great draw because opponent's at 20 life, we're at 47. This game has a couple turns left. And so we get to activate it. Okay, I don't know any of the cards in my library. They have a Lazotep Reaver, so we're no longer attacking with this Pollen Bright Druid. Well, they also have a Soul Diviner up, but they can... Okay, Lazotep Reaver just draws them a card. Cool. I mean, we're probably just attacking with a War Screecher still. I don't know. Ooh, hello. I think I attack with War Screecher and Vivian's Grizzly. Because they can't really block Vivian's Grizzly profitably right now. They might have like a Sorin Search or something. They're just double blocking and casting a spell. Okay, that's fine. Liliana's Triumph. Oh, boo! Okay, so Liliana's Triumph. I'm going to activate Vivian's Grizzly first. That's fine. I am going to, I think, just sacrifice the Vivian's Grizzly. I wish I had played this Martyr of the Cause now. Do I? Or do I sacrifice Pollen Bright Druid? Because if we sacrifice Vivian's Grizzly, they still have Sky Theater Strix, and they still have Lazotep Reaver. Versus if we sacrifice Pollen Bright Druid, they no longer have... I think I want to kill the Sky Theater Strix. I want to get rid of their flying blockers because my plan involves getting there entirely with this War Screecher. That's so awkward. Okay, well, good to know about. Alright, we're just gonna take the easy route here. I think play the land because I want to be able to activate War Screecher and cast spells. Even Eternal, that's fine. It draws them another card. There are 13 cards in the library. I don't think they're gonna deck, but who knows? They might. Ashiok Skulker, so we're just never attacking on the ground again. Man, I wish I had that Vivian's Grizzly back. Okay. Contentious Plan. Wow. They don't even get the value of having a creature around to proliferate onto so that they could take it off with Soul Diviner. Bummer. I'll take 3. I'm not going to block because the proliferate doesn't do enough. Let's see. Ooh, Law-Rune Enforcer is pretty sweet. If they have another, like, Gideon's Triumph or something, that'd be so awkward. But nope, they just have the Aven Eternal. Law-Rune Enforcer is great because it means that we get to start tapping blockers that they might play in the future. Our opponent's squarely... Well, yeah, because they have Gideon's Triumph and Sunblade Angel, which I think puts them into just Esper. No! Oh, that sucks. I mean, fortunately, we have this Law-Rune Enforcer that's going to start aggro tapping my opponent's creatures. Alright, well, playing New Horizons on this plains. And we're going to tap this Lazotep Reaper. Aggro tapping is tapping on your turn, for those of you who are not familiar with that parlance. And the reason I tapped the Lazotep Reaver is because Soul Diviner is so much better that if they were going to chump block, they would have to do it. with their better creature. Enforcer Griffin resolves. We're going to tap this Ashiok Skulker. Okay, that's great. Saheeli Silverwing. Because it means that next turn we can tap their Enforcer and attack with our Saheeli Silverwing. Or tap their Enforcer Griffin, ironically. Yeah, I guess we just attack with the Saheeli Silverwing. Go to damage. And we'll play this Trampoly guy. Ugh. This game feels close, even though they're at 1 life and we're at 41, just because they've drawn so many cards. And it feels like we just eventually start losing because we can't keep up. Like if they played 2 spells a turn and we only played 1, that would be real awkward for us. All right, we got some gold coins, and we're 3-0 right now, which is awesome. The last deck I played went 1-3, so glad we're drafting like real professionals right now. I'll see you guys in round 4. All right, I think I can keep this. I mean, we have both of our 5-drops, but at the same time, if we draw any combination of lands and spells, preferably some lands first. Hey, there we go. I think we're in pretty good shape. We have Battlefield Promotion to get our initial counter. An opponent can't Sorns. There's this guy. Okay. So I was thinking like maybe draw a Planeswalker or something, but this is fine too. I'm happy just attacking for 1. Depending on if we draw a land and they have something we want to Wanderer Strike, I'd consider just aggro Battlefield Promotioning this turn, but I think I'm going to save it because we have this Thundering Zeratok that is going to encounter a lot more trouble on the ground. Yes, yes. So having Battlefield Promotion available to our Thundering Zeratok would be pretty great. Play spell. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to play this Thundering Zeratok and this Forest. Okay, I've drawn 4 lands and no spells. Great, great, great. Please no Nexus Cruelty. Double Saheeli Silverwing. Sure. Oh, hey, Snare Spinner? Nice. Not you. You don't get to attack. So we're just gonna, like, attack with our big boy. Play a Snare Spinner, end the turn. Snare Spinner now blocks the other Saheeli Silverwing. Ugin's Conjurant resolves. Alright, New Horizons is pretty sweet. Put it on the plains, I suppose. And put a counter on Thundering Zeratok. New Horizons is pretty sweet because it gets our Wanderer Strike proliferation going. Alright, we're gonna put this Ugin's Conjurant first. And then we're gonna promote our Zeratok. And we're doing that because... No! Gosh darn it. We can't even, like, attack Kaya. Ugh. Okay, well, that was a lot of eggs in that one basket, I suppose. Oh, that's too bad. Alright. I suppose I didn't need to put the counter on Ceratok. I could have put it on, like, Snare Spinner, for example, or even War Screecher. And then we would have had two counters to proliferate. Yeah, that was just... I did a not great job there. Alright, well, we drew another Snare Spinner, so let's play that. And we still have enough mana to activate this War Screecher. This Kaya is bad news. Also, this Saheeli is bad news. All of it's bad news. I don't like it at all. Overseer, bad news. These Saheeli Silverwings are obnoxious. I'd like to draw Courage in Crisis. Well, that works too, I guess. Fortunately, opponent can't really attack into us. I think this game is kind of a mess. It went off the rails when we put a bunch of counters on our guy. Oh, opponent is attacking us. Well, I'm gonna just block like this and hold up War Screecher to pump my Star Spinners. Okay. Alright, Sorin Thirst resolves. Do they just have two Sorin Thirsts? No, they have a Tithe Rare Giant. Okay. Excuse me. So I would love to draw something that puts counters on my creatures. That's the opposite of that. I'm going to Wanderer Strike that so that I don't have to worry about them making Servo into a copy of it with Saheeli. Eternal Skylord. So this is now a flyer. Great. Perfect. I guess if they attack me with it, do I block? No. I don't know. Alright. Courage in Crisis. Interesting. I don't actually want to use it right now because they have that freaking Kaya. So I guess I just keep my creatures back. I'll hold on to it. I mean, we're still at 22. So... And we've drawn 9 lands. 10 lands. So we have a 1 in 3 chance of drawing more lands, which is always the bummer part. Bright side, we have enough lands to discard should our opponent cast Davriel's Shadowfuge. So that's good. They could, I suppose, get rid of our War Screecher by attacking with their zombie army, which would be bad because we couldn't like block it. But I think their zombie army the intention is to block the War Screecher. So, oh my goodness. I think I could also consider Courage and Crisising onto War Screecher. That's fine. If they have Aid the Fallen, I'm going to start crying. And probably Scoop, but mostly the crying. We could have cast Courage and Crisis on the War Screecher and attacked into their zombie army. Ooh, interesting. Alright. Well, we're going to take a bunch of damage. If this is a Vraska's finisher, I'll be mildly upset and then get over it. It was Aid the Fallen. Oh no. Help. I'm dying. This is so bad. They play Kaya. They get rid of her. I think we're just dead. Oh, they're playing a big old Ugins Conjurant. Okay. Well. Vivian's Grizzly. I guess we cast Courage in Crisis. They need to be able to block. We're probably still dead. Oh yeah, they had a removal spell. Okay, that's fine. Well, okay. That wasn't great, but we did draw like 12 lands or something. So maybe not entirely our fault, but not all the deck's fault. We did play pretty fast and loose with putting counters on the Thundering Zeratok. Anyway, there's still, so you're saying there's still a chance. I'll see you guys in round 5. All right, this hand is great. We're gonna keep it. Again, we have Wanderer's Strike and no way to add counters to things yet. That's a big ol' capital Y yet. And we have a 1-drop, which means we get to attack, which is great. We have the mana for Mowu now, so we can start giving Mowu flying. Paradise Druid. Interesting. I think we just offer the trade with Paradise Druid. Especially with all of this open mana, like, we're basically just getting in free damage. Especially since we're going to be tapping out for the next 2 turns at least. Ooh, that's not great. I will take 2. So we can't really attack with Trusted Pegasus, but we did draw a Courage in Crisis, so I guess we're okay. We can just aggro tap the Snare Spinner, put counters on Mowu, just call it a day. I suppose we could also put counters on the Trusted Pegasus. Again, this all kind of depends on whether our opponent has like a Callous Dismissal. Prison Realm, not cool. Okay, well, they're attacking with their Snare Spinner. Alright. That makes it easy for us, actually. So we can Courage in Crisis onto the Trusted Pegasus. Submit 1. Just attack with our Trusted Pegasus, and this means that for the rest of the game we get to attack with Trusted Pegasus while also Larud enforcing their Snare Spinner. And Prison Realm is unfortunate on the Mowu because it would have been real big. But on the other hand, we do have a flyer right now. Just a giant flyer. The Wanderer. Well, I'm unhappy. Goodbye, Pegasus. I dislike all of the answers that our opponent has. We are going to tap this guy still. Drawing a planeswalker would be sweet. Okay. This is dumb. I don't like this anymore. We have drawn so many lands these last 2 rounds, and I dislike it. I'm gonna hold on to this Wanderer's Strike still, I think. I'm okay taking 5 damage, or 4 damage, probably. Yeah, I am happy to Wanderer's Strike this big guy. No blocks, I'll take 4. I am unhappy that we've drawn so many lands and so few spells. Like, to be fair, 2 of our spells are under the things, but that still means we've drawn 4 spells and how many lands? It's 8. This is a 2-to-1 ratio, homie. The wrong direction. I'm gonna tap that guy. All right, pledging unity. Do I attack this freaking the Wanderer? No, I think I actually just hold on to this pledge of unity. Worth noting, Divine Arrow, not good in this situation. So if we draw that, that's a dead draw. Stinger. Okay, that's not great. All right, Charmed Stray, let's go. So, nice thing about Pledge of Unity is we get to not draw a card, gain 2 life. I think we just let them attack. So I'm going to double block because getting rid of this thing means that we can uh, keep the Crawl Stinger tapped, and that's like the only thing that we have to worry about. Oh, and they stacked it so that Law Rune Enforcer was on top. Perfect. 100% great. Means we get to keep our Charmed Stray as well. Perfect. Alright, drawing a Proliferate spell would be good. Saheeli Silverwing, not great for us. Another land. Well, 9. We still have a 1 in 3 chance of drawing a land. That's the just daggers. Spells your opponent's control. Okay. Alright, we're going to keep Silverwing tapped. And I think we still block the Crawl Stinger, unfortunately. Like, gaining the life is good. If we draw any other, like, big creature, then we're good to go. They're gonna minus Kasmina. So, it's not like we can... What? They didn't minus Kasmina. Alright. And I can't attack either of their planeswalkers with Law Rune Enforcer because then we just die. Alright, they did not activate Kasmina, which is good for us because if they did, we would just be dead. So perfect. Callous dismissal. Wow, they're just, I guess. So we're gonna go to 1, which is not 0, as I'm sure you know. True, we are kind of in a bad position. Yeah, very bad. All right. Well, I think that one was flood. I don't think that was specifically like bad play on our part or anything like that. But 2 losses. All right. I like it. I like it when I've got a little fire underneath me. Okay. Opponent goes first. This hand's great. All it needs is, I don't know, another Charm Stray, maybe a Yangyu. Yeah, there we go. That's our boy. And again, there's a 50-50 chance that we just don't get to attack with this Charm Stray, which is fine. Ooh, hello. Okay, well, I'm certainly just casting another Charm Stray. Please no Pyrohelix. Alright, perfect. Nice! Is there a we only have the 2 emote? I guess our opponent is considering casting a removal spell? And Grass Rampage. Alright, I'll sacrifice this one. You got me. Okay, so I think I want to. It's a little off curve, but I'm going to play Martyr for the cause. Because I would love to take full advantage of this Courage in Crisis when we finally play it. So it's going to be Martyr, Vraska, Yangyu. Wow, our opponent just is not casting spells. What is the deal? Martyr, Vraska, Yangyu, maybe Pledge of Unity, depending. And then Courage in Crisis. Seems great. Spark Harvest. Chain Whip Cyclops. Sure, well, that's easy. So if I don't cast Jiang, I won't be Yang Yu. I won't be able to use Divine Arrow. I think I'm going to cast him. I'm gonna put a +1/+1 counter on this Martyr for the cause, and then I'm going to attack with these 2. Pretty clearly just Divine Arrowing that. And we get to put a +1/+1 counter on our Assassin, which is sweet. Our opponent's at 11. Probably just dead to Pledge of Unity, but this or Courage in Crisis. We could just Courage in Crisis. Last Step Reaver is fine. Especially since Last Step Reaver can't, once I play Courage in Crisis, can't properly block anything. What is our opponent doing? Maybe they're Spark Harvesting one of our Planeswalkers? Which I can see that. Heartfire. Okay. Killing one of our Planeswalkers. This is fine. Acceptable. Courage in Crisis. Put that here. Submit 5. I'll attack. They have to block here. They take 9. Go to 2. We get some counters. Do I make another one? Nah. Don't need it. We're at 29 again. Okay, this deck is firing on all cylinders once more, and I'm a big fan. Opponent has Okay. Accept. They had the Pyrohelix! Good game. Right. That was a nice comeback after two kind of rough games. So we got a pack, we got some gold. I'll see you guys in round 7. Wow, I've been playing a lot of Magic. Okay. Round 7. Gosh, so much Magic today. Yeah, this is a great hand. I think I played Charmstray first and then Loud Rune Enforcer. It's kind of hard to say though. I guess I could. Depends on what our opponent plays on turn 1. Well, okay. Gat. Augur Bolus. Well, that's awkward. But we weren't attacking regardless, so this is fine. Ooh, hello. Hello. Excellent card for this situation. No attacks. Spellkeeper weird. Not worried. Trusted Peggy. I think what I'm going to do next turn is play Yang Yu. Put a +1/+1 counter on the Charmstray and attack with both these guys. Then I can keep like Spellkeeper weird tapped. It kind of depends on what they play, actually. Ugh. Well, Burning Prophet. Okay, since they played another creature, I'm probably going to end up playing another creature as well. Or, yeah, I kind of like having Vraska available once we are able to start tapping creatures with La Rune Enforcer. So we are just going to attack with our 2 attackable creatures, gain some life, deal some damage. Opponent stuck on 3, also great. They might have a removal spell for Trusted Pegasus, which is fine. Because we have both of our Planeswalkers in our hand, it's kind of okay. Callous Dismissal. Alright, well. It's awkward, but Callous Dismissal is one of the cards that we worry about most in this deck anyway. Contentious plan. Okay, glad we tapped this Burning Prophet. And I think we just cast Trusted Pegasus next turn. Great. Jaya? That's not fair. I think we actually wait on tapping with Law Rune Enforcer because Jaya is likely to kill something. Alright, that resolves. And I think we pass 2 attackers actually because our opponent can't really attack with anything anyway. So I'll tap that. Ooh, hello, Courage and Crisis. Now I want to play Yangyu. Yangu, sorry. I'll put a counter there. And then I think what I'm going to do actually is put a counter on my Law Rune Enforcer. and proliferate on Vivian's Grizzly so that the Jaya can't can't deal 2 damage to Law-Ridden Enforcer and kill it, because I would hate that. So Jaya can kill Charmstray. Jaya can deal 2 damage to Yangu. But it can no longer kill my Law-Ridden Enforcer, which I think is important. Opponent can get back Callous Dismissal with Spellkeeper Weird. However, which I suppose is fine. They're using a lot of resources to get rid of my creatures, though. Since they're giving me an opportunity to block, I think I just block. They attacked with only Burning Prophet because of Jaya, Burning Prophet would have killed Yangu. But I'm okay trading Charmstray for an extra counter on my Law-Ridden Enforcer, which is I think what's going to happen. Alright, so drew land again. That's cool, I guess. So I think I'd like to attack Jaya. Do I? Not really. I think I'd like to play Vraska, make a token, and honestly, just pass the turn. Like, getting rid of Yangu means that I can't cast Divine Arrow next turn, and I'd like to. And I'm not worried about Jaya pinging down Law-Ridden Enforcer anymore. Ilharg the Raise Boar. Alright, well, I guess that's exciting. We can just tap it all the time, though. I'll play War Screecher. And then I will hold up Law-Ridden Enforcer. And also Vivian's Grizzly activation. Thanks, Yangu. Yeah, this Raise Boar character is never attacking. Unless they get rid of Divine Arrow, I suppose. Or Law-Ridden Enforcer. Which they have 5 cards in hand. It's just very possible. What do we have? We've gotten rid of Courage and Crisis. Okay. I'm so stoked that we have an active Vivian's Grizzly. Spellcorcher Weird. That's fine. That card does not trample, which means that it gets blocked all the time by assassins. Lazotep Plating. Okay, that's awkward. However, they have 2 cards in hand. The creature that they play is unlikely to be a huge threat, and we can block it with our Death Toucher, so that's okay. Like, they can only attack with Ilharg, also. And I'm pretty happy to block it with my Death Toucher. Then we don't have to worry about it. We can start tapping down the Spell Gorger weird. We do want to save one of these assassins for... They don't even want to attack. Well, maybe they might be planning on attacking one of our planeswalkers, which is fine. That resolves. What do you got? And again, their creatures might not be big enough to want to put them into play. Okay. Na 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 na. Thunderdrake is also attacking Vraska. Well, do I just Divine Arrow their Thunderdrake? I think I might. I don't get to activate Vivian's Grizzly. Yeah, I think I should. So that goes away. It doesn't go away forever, which I forgot until just now, I'm gonna be honest. Pledge of Unity, you say? Well then, I'm going to attack this person. Pledge of Unity is great, because it is mana neutral. Well, I guess it only costs one because this already has a counter on it. Bond of Passion. So they take Vivian's Grizzly, deal 2 damage, so that resolves. Deal 2 damage here. This resolves. Target creature. I'm assuming that's what they're doing, because it doesn't make sense otherwise. I think I just cast Pledge of Unity anyway. And then I activate Vivian's Grizzly using this mana, green, this mana, and this mana to activate. Okay, resolves. So we gained a bunch of life. We get to... Nope. Z. We get to tap target creature, converted mana cost 2 or greater. We take 11, and Yangu dies, which is fine. Take 10 and Yangu dies. Alright, well... I guess I play this. Put a counter there. And I think we just start racing them. They can't really attack anyway. It's awkward because we can't activate Vivian's Grizzly this turn. But... oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, we could activate Vivian's Grizzly, actually. I think we just let them attack. If they want to, which they don't. Makes sense. Alright, that's fine. I'd like to activate my bear. Alright. And honestly, I'm okay drawing lands because it means that, well, I mean, I'm not like super cool with it, but it means that we're able to, I will take that action, activate Vivian's Grizzly, and Oh, do they have a freaking no escape? Okay, is okay. And activate La Rune Enforcer. Resolves. Resolves. I think we still attack with this War Screecher, because otherwise we're just not winning. Man. Ral Storm Conduit? That's annoying. Especially since it means that we can't block this Spell Gorger weird anymore. I mean, I think... I hope we still win. Okay, we'll take 6. Ooh, okay, that was a great draw. Pawnbright Druid means that we have a blocker, we have a chump blocker, and then it also means that our 3-turn clock becomes a 2-turn clock, which is great. And then since we have enough mana to cast a 2-drop if we draw it, and also activate La Rune Enforcer. Oh man, we bottomed Courage and Crisis. That's too bad. We're gonna do that. I think I just start tapping the Spell Gorger weird, honestly. Turret Ogre. That resolves. That has reach. Block, block. Yeah, okay. We'll let them move 2 attacks if they want to. The reason being, because we can block both of these cards. And also, actually, one of their 1/3s. So we're going to pass to blockers, put this in front of Ilharg, this in front of Spellgorger Weird, this in front of Burning Prophet. Block, pass to damage. We're at 3. Good game. And then we tap their Turret Ogre and attack with our 4/6. Also, they were just dead on board because they attacked with all of their creatures. Hey, we did it! We won another game. And if we win one more game, we break even. Otherwise, we're down 100 gems. Which is unfortunate. Okay, I've lost track of how many games we've played with this deck. I think I want to say this is round 7. This is an awkward hand, but we'll keep it. We have enough 1s and 2s to be pretty happy drawing any of them. Our opponent cast Charmstray. That's our thing. I'm just gonna play Divine Arrow, probably. Uh, no, I think that's fine. The reason being, because if we, well, that's awkward. I think we play it still. If we draw anything other than exactly Charmstray, we'd be able to block their Charmstray, so like Divine Arrow doesn't matter. No blocks. Feather the Redeemed. Well, that's something that I would love to Divine Arrow. So I guess I'm not casting any of these spells. This sucks. I don't like it. No attacks. I guess I could have attacked with the Charmstray. That would have meant that I would be able to. Yeah, I should have attacked with the Charmstray. I guess that might give up what we have, but this feather needs to go away. Okay. Well, fortunately for us, we have a pretty good catch-up mechanism in giving this charm straight a bunch of counters. I'll diviner. Oh, you're feather. No. Good. Okay, we did it. They still have a Samet sprint, which is bad for us, but okay. So I'm gonna play Jiang Yangyu. I'm gonna put a counter on my charm stray. I'm gonna tap my charm stray for white mana. Play the slot rune enforcer. I'm a little annoyed that we still haven't drawn a fourth land, but is okay. Our opponent can kill our Yanggu, which sucks, but they're not killing us. And also, we have two other mechanisms to get +1/+1 counters in our hand, so I'm not as worried. Courage in Crisis is sweet. I think what I do first is I kind of need to New Horizons. New Horizons is forest. I want to get down Mo. I'm gonna put a +1/+1 counter on this Charm Stray. Please don't have Divine Arrow. Yes, okay. And we're clawing, literally clawing our way back into this game. Opponent no longer has Samet Sprint. Pawnbright Druid is sweet. I think I just play Mo. They might have like a Chandra's Triumph or something. We're gonna no attacks. Charmed Stray. Another Charmed Stray. Okay. I was going to say drawing a land to be able to cast Courage in Crisis would have been sweet. We did not do that. So I think I just play Pollenbright Druid and put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Do I attack with this Charm Stray? I don't think I do. I don't want to use Battlefield Promotion just yet, I think. Or if I do, I'd like it to trade for a card rather than just a Charm Stray. And I can start tapping down their War Screechers too. Sunblade Angel. Results. We're going to tap down a War Screecher. Trusted Pegasus. That's pretty sweet. So I'm going to attack with Mo. Like, we can't cast two spells in one turn. This sucks. And then I'm going to play Pegasus. And then I can tap down their Sunblade Angel with my Law Rune Enforcer. So we're still in a pretty decent spot, considering we have 3 lands total. And like I said, Charm Stray did a great job of helping us get back into the game more. Excuse me. What we're probably going to do is attack with Pegasus, although I have another War Screecher. Okay, now what I want to do is I think I want to Courage in Crisis onto the Trusted Pegasus. Submit. Now I can just attack with the Trusted Pegasus and not have to worry about using my Battlefield Promotion. And if I need to, I can still use it. But again, I'm still not using it aggressively. It's able to be more reactive. I'm still shoving through a ton of damage. Like, in this case, our opponent might be Divine Arrowing Mowu. Just... And then we can save it with our battlefield promotion. Ah, called it. And they did it before damage too, which means that now Mowu is not only going to be an 8/8, but Mowu is going to kill these two War Screechers before they get a chance to deal damage because of First Strike, which means that Mowu is only going to have, okay, 1 damage marked on it. Oh, and it has 2. Okay, so yeah, opponent conceded. We did it! Victory. Glad we didn't Divine Arrow that Charm Stray on turn 2, huh, guys? I like to think I'm giving you guys max value of these videos because, I mean, I'm just sitting here playing out all 9 of 9 possible rounds just for you. And also, first of all, if you're still watching, thank you so much for sticking with it. I'm really happy to be doing draft videos again, and I hope that you enjoy them. I certainly do. I'm having a lot of fun. Ready. First, I can't tell if this person is silver or platinum. I don't know. I don't think we rank up if we win this though, which is unfortunate because I've been stuck at gold 1 or gold 2 for a while. Okay, this is reasonable. We get Martyr into Yanggu into Silverwing with a counter on it. 3/4 Silverwing seems great. Keeps up. And having Martyr into Yanggu means that. Are you gonna play Charm Stray? Yes, you are. All right. Ooh, what if we draw our Charm Stray? Nope, we drew another 2/2. Is okay. Do I have another one? If they have another one, I would be put out. They played another Plains, which could be a sign of weakness. Who knows? Martyr. Okay. I see you. I feel you. Alright, Courage in Crisis is great. It means that we definitely want to get as many counters on our creatures as possible. Which might actually mean New Horizons on turn 3 rather than Yanggu. Especially since our opponent has so many creatures already. Pollen Bright Druid. Okay, that's fine. If they want to... Okay, they're putting another +1/+1 counter on one of their creatures. This is fine. We will no blocks that. Okay, so yeah, I think what I want to do is just New Horizons onto this Plains. This way, next turn, we have 5 mana. We can play Yanggu and Martyr for the Cause, probably. Trusted Pegasus. Or we could play our Saheeli Silverwing. Our opponent is stuck on 3 mana. Okay, well, we'll play Saheeli Silverwing. Forest. Well, they're gonna draw their forest. Rising Populace. It's a card that we did not play, although it's looking pretty good on our opponent's side. Here, I think I just block. Well, no, I don't. That's a terrible idea. All right, Yanggu. Put a counter here. Play our Martyr for the Cause. Next. No attacks. Turn. What you doing? Enforcer Griffin. Okay, that's fine. They could attack with Trusted Pegasus and like a Charmed Stray or something if they wanted. I think that would be a bad idea. Hmm. Okay, so they definitely want to get Yonko off the board, which is fine. What it means is that we can eat their Pegasus and their Charmed Stray, which is great for us. So eat Pegasus, eat Charmed Stray. We're not going to block the Martyr for the Cause yet. The Rising Populace gets a couple counters, which is pretty awkward. We get a Charmed Stray. But we also get to put some counters on it. We'll just no attacks. They have a bunch of life linkers. They have another Rising Populace. Wow. They can't really justify attacking here, can they? No. Ooh, hello. Alright, well. This is great. Battlefield promotion is interesting against Rising Populace because it means that it grows the Rising Populace if you aren't blocking it. Hello! Hello, best friend. I'm gonna play with Plains too. That card is great in this situation. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Rising Populace means that if I like, for example, block this Rising Populace with this Martyr for the Cause, and then give this a +1/+1 counter, then our opponent will. Okay, that's fine. Like I don't know if you noticed, but I have this Law Rune Enforcer. Please attack with this one, please. Please, 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 please. Yes. Yes. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to blockers. We're going to Martyr for the Cause in front of here. Cat there. Block. Promote. Martyr. Martyr is going to gain first strike, killing the Rising Populace. This Rising Populace is going to get a counter. We're going to take 5 from the Enforcer Griffin. Their Martyr is going to die, giving this another counter. That is all fine. Now, we can start racing them in the air. Because they're never attacking with this Enforcer Griffin ever again, unless they have the one spell that untaps a creature that I never play. Therefore, I don't know what it's called. Courage and Crisis. Sure, that resolves. We're going to tap this guy down. So, is there a way that I can block both of these and survive, have all of my stuff survive? No. Alright, so I guess I'm going to do this and then take 5. And if the Martyr of the Cause for the Cause dies, then that's fine. Yeah, this is okay. We gain some life off of the Charm Stray anyway, so we're only taking 2, more or less. I don't really want to throw my Martyr for the Cause under the bus. Okay. Hello, Vraska. This is great for us. I think I still keep my Martyr for the Cause back. They get to gain another 5 life with a Charmed Stray, which is a little awkward, but we can just assassin it. New Horizons resolves. Resolves. Gosh, Lowering Enforcer is such a good card. Are they going to concede? That would be cool. I'm just going to attack with these two. I have a Charm Stray back anyway. And also, if our Martyr for the Cause dies now, we just get to proliferate onto Vraska, which is great. Awkwardly, cannot Lowering Enforcer this Charmed Stray. Just can't. We've drawn a lot of our good spells. We don't have Pledge of Unity yet. So our opponent said good game. Alright, next damage. Cool. And we got a counter there. We play the Snare Spinner. So I doubt our opponent in the mirror has a board wipe. Okay, opponent conceded. Sweet! I think the Planeswalkers really got us there. And we advanced! We ranked up! We're platinum now! Yes! Thank you guys so much for joining me at this Ranked War of the Spark draft. We did it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh, before I forget, if you have any preferences with regards to best of 1, best of 3, length of videos, because man, I think they're a little long now that I can just slam a bunch of matches in a row in Arena. Please let me know in the comments. Contact me on Twitter, direct message me on YouTube. I guess I sometimes check it if I get a notification. But yeah, thanks so much for watching.